What's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video. In this video, as you can tell by the title, I'll be taking you through a roadmap to land a cybersecurity job without a formal degree, a 4-year degree, a 2-year degree, no degree at all, no formal education. Um, I am not in no shape or form, no way, shape, or form, a professional career advisor or anything like that. This is coming straight off research and my experience into getting into cybersecurity. So you can take what applies to you or you think will help you get to into the field of cybersecurity, or it helps you push your career forward if you're already in cybersecurity. So without further ado, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and like the video. Throughout the video, if you have questions about anything or you think of anything that I did not answer, make sure you comment it down below. I will get to those questions in the comments. And for the longer ones, I'll probably do a Q&A with those if I just can't answer it in the comments quickly. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Let's get into the video. So first thing first, the first thing you need to do when you say, hey, I want to get into cybersecurity, is find out what interests you. It's cybersecurity is not just hacking or breaking into stuff. That's not cybersecurity. It has a place in cybersecurity, but it's not just that. Cybersecurity is a very broad um, career path. So you can go into a lot of different career paths. Cybersecurity is like protecting networks, um, sensitive data from intruders. Cybersecurity, you have different disciplines you can go into. So when you think cybersecurity, you have to do your research on the blue team, the red team, GRC, risk management, um, cloud security, penetration testing. You have a lot of different things that you can go into when you're talking about cybersecurity. So the first thing that I tell everybody to do when they ask me how to get into this field is do your research. Find out what interests you, what sparks your mind, and go from there. You'll have to start learning what you need to get into that position. And one more thing on that though, one thing might spark your interest, but it might not be a easy entry level point to get into. So don't stick your mind just stuck on that one field. You might have to go in another way. So you might have to go into GRC to get into penetration testing. So make sure that yes, you want to have in mind the place that you want to be, but also learn the other areas, and it might be another area that might interest you, and it's a little easier to navigate into that, get your foot in the door, and get to where you want to be. So that's the first point. Make sure you do your research and learn the different domains of cybersecurity, if that makes sense. I hope it does. I know this title could be a little misleading, and I hope it's not, but I'm here in this video to tell you, like, just because it's saying you don't need a college degree, it's not saying that this not going to take months, maybe a year or two to really get your feet into the door. This is going to take work. You might not need a college degree, but what you will need is discipline. You'll need curiosity, being able to just be curious about different things that you don't know. Um, you will have to have you'll have to be able to accept rejection, because a lot of times you're going to get into interviews and you think you aced it, but you're not a good fit for the team. Maybe sometimes you didn't ace it and you have to go back and learn from what they asked and that you didn't know. And you'll have to be like relentless, man. You'll have to be on this pursuit. When you land a role, you still have to be on a pursuit for more and knowing your next step. This doesn't stop at oh, I landed a job in GRC, I'm good. No, it doesn't stop there. You need to know your next step and where the next step you need to go. If you land a role without a degree, that is great. That's 100% good job. But that doesn't, your next step might be get that formal education and have the company that you landed there with to pay for it. Don't put one thing in your brain and think, hey, once I get there, I'd have made it. No, keep grinding, keep pushing the goals, write more goals. Once you knocking off goals, you should be writing more goals, just like that. So one thing you do have to have in this thing is a forward mindset and discipline when you're talking about getting into cybersecurity without a degree, because it's so competitive and it's people with degrees that's going to be working 10 times harder than you. So you have to work 20 times harder than them. So this next step is ties off from the last step, the mindset. This is where you go out and get it. You got to go out and get the information that you need to learn. So once you did your research on where you want to be, you did your research on the discipline and the domain that you want to get into. What do those people need to know? So once you do that, you need to go out and, if you don't have that foundational security knowledge, you need to go out and get that foundational security knowledge. It's so many free tools out here and free programs and certifications that you can take to get that foundational knowledge. So you can go on Coursera, Google have certifications, AWS, YouTube, where you're watching now. There's so many people on YouTube that can give you that foundational knowledge and help you get to a point to where you have a learning roadmap to where you want to be. So I think those things, that's where I started off. I started off on YouTube and taking different courses on Coursera and stuff like that. So make sure you utilize the free tools. Make sure you utilize the free resources around you, man. One thing a lot of cybersecurity professionals go by or say that I hear a lot is you can't defend what you don't know. So go out and get that foundational IT knowledge. So you need to learn about IP ranges. You need to learn about what a DNS is, what firewalls is, how to script in PowerShell or Python. So you need to learn about different foundational IT fundamentals so you can understand, even if you're not getting into a super technical role, but even in GRC, you still need to understand these things to communicate to the IT side and to communicate to the non technical side as well. So you need to be able to be well versed and communicate both ways, because you are in security and you have to protect these assets. So you need to know how this stuff works and what you are protecting. So you need to learn that foundational IT. So what I'm telling you is you don't need a job or a degree to get experience. You can build a home lab, use free virtual machines, or join platforms like Try Hack Me, Hack the Box, Blue Team Labs Online, Port Swigger Web Academy. It's multiple free open source tools that you can use to gain that experience that you need. I think you should document what you learn and use a blog or a GitHub repo to help you document the things so you can show jobs what you have learned. This is a non-traditional route to take, but this is just showing that you're taking an initiative to learn the things that you have learned over the time. So another thing that you can do to get to a place to land a role is to get certified. Getting certifications do not guarantee you a job, but they open that door for you to be able to get an interview to get to land that role. Certifications, you have some free ones like cybersecurity, certified in cybersecurity. That is free. You have the entry level Holy Grail, the Security Plus. So look up certifications that make sense for the domain that you want to get into. So Network Plus might make sense for someone that want to get into network security, or Cloud Plus might make sense. But Security Plus you can never go wrong with. So make sure you do your research on the certifications that you are going to get. But certifications do hold a lot of weight. It's not guaranteed that you get a job, but it does put you in position to be able to get a job. So I say get certifications and work on that hands-on training um, that you research. So once you have done all those things, this is the fun part. You can start applying for jobs and networking. You can start applying before then, but you're not in the best position to get the role. Now, once you have gotten that on hands-on training, through whatever courses or whatever things that you have tried, once you have landed a certification that looks good on your resume, that you build your resume, once you have some projects in your portfolio on the things that you have learned and different completion certificates that you have from courses, you can start applying for jobs. But one thing that I want you to know, don't go. So you can go on LinkedIn and network and everything. You can go on these job forums and fill out all the applications you want, but you need to be strategic about it. So make sure what you're applying for is like the entry level role. So don't get on there trying to apply for something that is a senior level role. I, you can, it's free will in this world. You can, but that wouldn't be the best thing that you can do. That wouldn't optimize your probability of getting into that role. So make sure you're paying attention to the jobs that you are applying for. So you'll want to apply for stuff like associate GRC analyst, or um, entry level SOC roles, or things like that. So stuff that's entry level that might say 3 years and below of experience, that's where you'll want to be. But does some job applications do have, you know, ask for the world, but they ask for the world, but they know they're not getting all that stuff in one person. So don't get scared from a job application, but you don't want to waste your time overshooting it for a senior level role. They say they want a senior person, then they're looking for a more experienced person. So just make sure what you're applying for makes sense for your situation and you. And make sure that if you see something on that job description that you do have experience in, make sure that your resume speaks to that as well. So yes, it's time consuming. Keep restructuring your resume for job roles, but it does work. It does work. Make sure you can use ChatGPT to pull out keywords and make sure that your resume matches that. So yeah, make sure that you spend a good amount of time looking at job descriptions and making sure your resume matches that. Also, network on Reddit groups, on Twitter, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the biggest networking social medias out. So I fully back LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like where you want to be, and where you want to just connect with people that's in your field. Even if you're not writing them to get a job, they might be reposting things from their current employer, or they might be an employee or hiring manager that's reposting the role that they have. So make sure you get on LinkedIn, connect with some people so you can start seeing what you want to see on your timeline. So that is the end of my video. If this was helpful, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos like this or some of my day in the lives of a cybersecurity analyst, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications because I do post every week. So yeah, cybersecurity is one of those fields that is like high paying, and it doesn't, skills beat degrees. So if you have the skills, you have the knowledge, you can get into this field and succeed. So make sure that the one thing that you need is consistency and the drive to continue to learn. Make sure you're when you're trying to get in, and even when you get in, you still will have to learn and keep growing. You never know everything. You won't ever know everything. So make sure you keep that mindset and that hunger to learn, and you'll be good, man. If you, like I said, if you like the video, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you later. Peace.